Hey everybody, it's Murder Muffin here on the Geek Experience YouTube channel, and I just wanted to give my first impressions of Fenyx Rising, or Immortals Fenyx Rising. This is an open world game from Ubisoft. It's a genre that I'm not too keen on. I don't play a whole lot of them, but I decided to pick this one up because it looked interesting. I had seen some, good buzz about it. A lot of people on YouTube were getting a hold of it, so I thought it might be good. And I went on stream and I booted it up and played about 3 hours of this game, and it's. I do not understand the hype for this game. It is not good. It's so boring. Okay, so like the whole conceit of this game is that you are some sort of mortal that has the ability to save Olympus, or like the world of the gods, from Typhon, the titan of like lava that's trying to take over it and take it back from like Zeus and the Olympians. So Zeus goes to Prometheus and they kind of narrate this entire story of you going and saving the world from Typhon. Okay, interesting setup. It's cool to have a narrator. I actually like the idea that they have a narrator, but the narration is just constant. It never stops. This game is hokey, it's jokey, and it wants to make you laugh, but the jokes are bad, and they have to force jokes constantly, so they're not funny. Like, you can see a joke coming from a mile away, and you're not like, ha 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 ha, you deserve that. You're like, really? That's the joke you're making? That's not funny. Like, that's not a funny joke. Like, one of the main things is like a lot of the gods have lost their power, they've lost their essence, so they're a bit different. They're not acting like their normal selves. And one of the first guys you can meet is Aphrodite, and she's kind of acting like very generous. And Zeus and Prometheus cannot seem to, believe this, to the point where they make the joke of, what? Aphrodite being kind and considerate of other people and not full of herself? No way, I would never believe it. They make that joke like 6 times, I swear, and I haven't even finished Aphrodite's quest. I haven't finished her quest, and they've made the same joke like 4 times, or 5 times at least. It's not funny, guys. The voice acting is just cringy. It's just cringe. Everyone in this game is just like, the delivery is so like slow and off pace. It's not like witty and snappy. It's just like slow and drawn out, and you can just see everything coming from a mile away, and it's constant. There's a couple of other gripes I have with the game. Like, the combat is not entertaining at all. You basically have 2 buttons that you can really use, and that's your light and heavy attack. And they're slow. They don't really like chain together well either, so you're kind of just hammering the button, and it's a slow attack. And if you could sit there and hammer the button like 20 times and you'll hit 3 times, because it's like, which also kind of like, for most of the enemies, you don't even need the light attack. If you just keep on using the heavy attack, they can't even attack you. They're stun locked. They're completely useless. If they even get hit by one of the heavy attacks, they completely stop any thought or animation that they were using. They don't move fast enough to even hit you before you hit them again with your heavy attack. So most of the enemies in this game, you can literally just wail on them, and they will do nothing against you. And then there's the combat. The combat is just atrocious. The difficulty, I played this game on normal, and the difficulty is absolutely not fluid. You do not feel like there's a constant level of difficulty that like ramps up. It's either really hard or it's easy. Like I said, I was walking around and just killing a bunch of these small characters that can do nothing. And then suddenly I come across a bear, and the bear has 2 other bears right next to it. And this bear is just difficult. It attacks faster than you can, so you're constantly being knocked off balance, and there's 3 of them. So you can't do anything about it. So you literally run away from the bear. And then you start finding like a boar again, and the boar is useless. And maybe some small dudes, and the dudes are useless. But then you try and start finishing a quest to try and, work for Aphrodite and help get her essence back. And then you have to fight a mini boss who is so incredibly hard. It is ridiculous. I had to fight Achilles, and not even Achilles, a shade of Achilles, which is like a phantom of a phantom. I don't understand it, but basically there's Achilles, and then he made a fake Achilles, and I fought fake Achilles before I can fight real Achilles. And fake Achilles took all my health like 7 times. I had to use every healing item I had in my inventory to fight Achilles. I don't know how I was supposed to fight him, but the dude just attacked so incredibly fast and his hits hit so hard that I could not take him on. It just wasn't possible. And now I know I have to go fight Achilles, and I've been playing this game that is so monotonously slow, and the story is so uninteresting and boring, and the combat is so slow and boring, and the way everyone in this game talks is so slow and boring that I just could not stand. After 3 hours, I was like, I am bored. I do not care. It's just the entire game feels like busy work, and which is embarrassing because it's not like it distracts you from what you're supposed to be doing. You're doing the main task the entire time, or at least I did. There's very little like side quests or anything, but the main quest is I pushed a pearl for 15 minutes down a hill so that I can make a bubble. Like, what? You wasted my time. There was no puzzles. There was no like skill or any level of like engagement in the game. You literally just had to push a pearl, and it was boring. That's how I felt about the entire game. Anyways, that's my first impressions of Immortals Fenyx Rising, and it's not good. It's not good. I'm gonna play more. There will be a review coming out on the channel in a little bit, but yeah, I'm not enjoying this game. And anyways, if you guys want to see more from the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, maybe that like button too if you want to, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.